Yeah, so the idea was to take this province with the hope that I can then attack this Orcish nation who is only allied to Bladebreaker, but we might be able to attack Bladebreaker anyways. Let's just finish this real quick. I should have given land to my ally. What the hell am I doing? Oh well. But yeah, I'm kind of greeting right now. As I also wouldn't mind some land off this dude. But yeah, the Iron Hammers are just gaming right now. So we could actually deck. That's still a lot of enemies though, which is why I need to piece out this other thing so I can actually get my allies to help out. Because I don't think I'm winning this on my own. Goblin minority, that's fine. But yeah, now that I have this border anyways, at least I can use that. Unless he suddenly decides to get more allies now. Yeah, Bloodgorger's army might be stuck somewhere. I don't know. Oh, I guess they're over here beating up Marhold. Right, I'm going to restrict myself to just these provinces to try not go too ham with the aggressive expansion now that we know about the rest of Canor. Just take the provinces I need for my mission. And some money and humiliation and all of that. Standard stuff. Here we go. Our men have been wary of the local forests. Yay, pause to read if you want. But basically we now get to get even more... oh wow, it even became our culture. But yeah, we get more claims. And then there was the Bladebreaker question. My allies do not want to join. Why not? Because you're dead again. I mean, that happens to you. But I would at least want Ancardia on my side. Yeah, let's not think too hard. Let's just deck. Try and wipe out Venomtooth super quick. I forgot to go... Oh no, maybe I didn't forgot to go belligerent. I like how literally like a second after I declared the war I already bloody well forget... oh, now I remember why I wanted these provinces so bad, because that's a not insignificant amount of money. But yeah, once again, pause to read this if you want, but basically it seems that this area, because it's so close to the deep woods, is like chaos infested in 40k terms. Like creatures are strange colors, birds are just unnatural. But we are pragmatic, and instead of thinking that this is nightmare horror stuff that we need to burn and destroy, we're gonna just sell the strange stuff to other places. The orcs might have some advantages, but one they definitely don't have is the ability to defend against sieges, so it is actually kind of nice to be on this side of the awfulness for once. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter what... Actually, why can I ask for war reparations if I intend to fully annex them? I guess maybe they have tribal land somewhere else, and that's just confusing the game a bit. Whatever. Nom nom. Yeah, they are also quite fast, the orcs, but not fast enough. Also, I guess another thing that orcs are good at are getting institutions. I am basically the only one without the institution at this point, other than my strangely broken vassal. Yeah, he has like none of the reforms, so I don't know when he's going to be fixed. I might just have to annex him and take the hit of losing these provinces. At least I think you'll... Well, actually, I'll be real. I don't remember what happened last time I annexed someone that had extra tribal land. Have I done that? What is real? Who knows? Also, I lost track of where the enemy army was. Totally forgot the time-honored tradition of Bladebreaker colonizing the Serpent Spine. And the Ashen Rose Order is actually getting blobbed into by some wood orcs, which could be potentially pretty good for me. Or bad, as they might also... Yeah, I might get a nasty coalition on my ass here. Depending on how dank I want to be in my peace deal. Alright. This might not be the brightest idea I've ever had, but let's do this. Very cancerous bit of border guard there. And quite a bit of overextension, but we can release another vassal over here, although... speaking of bad ideas, he might just turn out to be another one of those nations who's just going to turn everything into fucking tribal land, which I don't want. Oh, cock. I mean, at least, yeah, so Corinthar does have become a country. I would have to give him so much land in order to get a border there. Yeah, there's no way to check, is there, if the Sword Covenant is gonna have... I could just save scum it, but I don't think that's justified, seeing as I don't think there is any way to actually... check. There's the Cunts League, though, actually. Yeah, let's release him instead. And then, yeah, just annex one of these. Yeah, let's do that. Because, yeah, he starts as a quote-unquote country. Fuck, did he ever have tribal land? Well, that is justified to save scum, I think, because that is something I could figure out otherwise. Okay, interesting though. Here it actually says they will start with no reforms enacted, but will gain your current reform progress and get back all reform progress spent so far. But if that's the case, the fuck's this guy doing? Escan is weird. Let's just see if this works. I mean, you are a league. I mean, I don't... Yeah, I guess... Well... Well, yeah, I'll just feed him the lands I would want to feed him, and then we'll see. Did make sure to core these before releasing him, though, so that hopefully they'll still be cored, so that I have CB on Clouded Eye, for example. Because he has no friends and is looking very vulnerable. Haha. Stupid Beast Eater just took one province off Astronaut Rose Order. Alright, we're gonna trade one friendship with some Short Kings with a new friendship with some other Short Kings. Yeah, it says I'm over my relations right now, but that's, well, that's gonna go away once I annex this vassal, but it will also get better, because I have some temporary event for some reason that reduces it right now. Can also do this mission, because I noticed some random modifier that reduced development cost went away, and we needed to dev some places for this. We now have cheaper construction, which is nice, because we need to build taxation building, even if that's definitely not what I would normally prioritize here, but that's just the way of the mission tree. What's up with people just not taking land off these guys? Are they just protected by plot or something? Pause to read again. Basically, it's just, you know, standard mission. Build forts, get bonus for fort. Very nice. Oh, and there goes colonialism, which means Coronitism is not going to be too far off, I think. But... oh, never mind. Dog Eater actually only has a single ally. That would still be a spicy war, but... could get Oncardia in. Ah, shit. One possible problem here is... yeah, I'm about to lose all my Diplo rep when I annex this vassal, so... and yeah, and he will vanish next month, so fuck. Oh, that would be a... I really would like to see myself getting one last war against the orcs before they convert. So I'm actually going to go as far as to cancel that. Rest in peace mana, and then we're going to see if we can get some sort of coalition together here. Start off by once again paying on cardio. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna declare cardio and Eleanor will help now. Finally, this guy's out of debt, I guess. Oh, well, no, he still has some debt, but I've been working on boosting my trust and whatnot with him. Sadly, none of the other guys. I did also ally the other dwarves over here, but they are just evil, I guess, and don't want to join. So, yeah, whatever. Declare war. And I guess we'll want to focus on Severed first. Just to try and get him out as quickly as possible, and because AI is going to do shit like this, just like suicide march his army into the enemy, instead of like, I don't know, thinking. I mean, sure, this time it worked out, but, you know. Oh, I just realized, by the way, Severed has just invaded this guy as well, which is kind of funny. I was wondering why I couldn't, like, move into this province. I thought, like, you would automatically have access to whatever your enemy has, you know? Alright, time for the great hyper battle of the war. Come on. Yeah, no, he still doesn't have technology, so we have no excuse for not winning this. Yeah, Severed never bothered defending his land. He was busy sieging down here. But yeah, I didn't take anything off him, so... I mean, maybe I should have, but... I feel like no, we're gonna focus on Dog Eater. Alright, we're gonna go as ham as I can get away with here. I think this is as much as we can have. And then, yeah, I'll just feed some stuff to some vassals. One of my goals here is to make sure these provinces are completely isolated, so that when I annex the Order of the Iron Scepter, if these turn into uncolonized territories, then no one else will be colonizing them other than me. So yeah. Oh, what horrors in terms of border gore we have done. Now hopefully, I mean I didn't double check, but hopefully we have enough truces with everyone that we won't get coalitioned. But yeah, no, I was pretty confident in that. I was actually planning to invade Clouded Eye as well, but it looks like he finally remembered he's allowed to have allies, so that's not gonna happen, sadly. Okay, never mind, we're actually so back. I took some serious debt acquisition, but we can actually declare one last war against the orcs. So yeah, he's guaranteed an allied and stuff, but all my allies are willing to join. It took some debt to pull that off, but I'll be real, most of that debt was spent on getting an institution for tech, so I think this is a good idea. I don't know how, like, why me co-belligerenting... Oh, fuck, wrong nation. But yeah, I declare on Clouded Eye, and Hammerhome doesn't want to join until I co-belligerent, and then he suddenly wants to join, despite the fact that he has a truce. I guess you can get around truces this way? Oh, who knows? We have big number, they have pretty big number as well, but we have bigger number. And so hopefully we will just win. And yeah, I know I'm not funding my army fully, but I want to get in here. Nuke as much of that as possible. Make sure I get the siege. Because obviously we want as much of this land as possible without it being stolen, dare I say, by the dwarves. And major revolt. Well, that's just not epic. That stack wipe though, that is pretty epic. We cannot win every time though, because we did not win here. Eleanor just didn't feel like showing up. I mean, alright. Sure thing, bro. Now you'll all die. Good job. Or they'll just win. Now, fuck it, I don't know anymore. I guess the enemy didn't feel like helping either. Yeah, so now we'll definitely have the potential for a coalition, but that should be fine, just simply because we'll have truces with everyone. So I'll have those. And then I don't know if I want Land of Playbreaker. I mean, I suppose I should actually like win a bit against them before I start thinking too much about land. Whoa, what the hell? Oh, I was like, where the shit did they just get a bunch of troops from? But yeah, I forgot that their actual army was mostly over here. Can I still win it though? Oh no, I can't actually. We just... Oh wow, okay. I was really confident that we were going to win that. Can we peace out anyways? Almost. Maybe if they let me siege this one. Peace? Yes. Yeah, because there's no real reason not to just blob as much as we can once again while they have a religion that the humans don't care about. So yeah, we'll have all this. Gotta make sure it all goes... Or most of it goes to my vassal. So that we don't go over 100 overextension. Shame we can't fully exile them to the mountains, but then again, I don't know actually if exiling to them to the mountains like increases the chance of them not converting. Although I really should just not blob into the mountains this time around, just avoid the temptation. But yep, peace. And then we need to just deal with Cloud9 and steal his gold, and then, yeah. I was complaining quite a lot there for a while about how little land I was able to get off the orcs, but honestly that changed, didn't it? That definitely changed. And the military wants me to siege better, which, yeah, that's convenient for me. Siege ability... Oh, right, I was like, what's the difference? But yeah, no, this one gives me siege ability for longer. The king favors offense, yes. He does. This is well known. Okay, even if it does pain my soul, we will just peace out this war. Take this land and move on. I've genuinely been trying to think of some excuse to take this shitty mountain land, but I really should just prioritize my mana other places instead of just indulging my instinct to blob. There does not seem to be any potential dwarves to release, and I don't really see the point of in having a goblin or orc vassal. I mean, orc especially, they're not even underground people. But yeah, I have been convincing the goblin population to leave, so yeah, the goblin nations would not be too big fans of me either. Seems the only dwarven dudes down here... Fuck, I forget what these guys are called, but yeah. There is normally one more nation up here, but I guess they're dead. I'm noticing this province is dwarven culture, so I'm thinking what happened is... whatever they're called. The dudes thing nation over here got destroyed by whatever this is. CJ Breaker, probably. But yeah. Money, and do I cancel the alliance? Yeah, I mean, I guess. I suppose more than anything, it's not something I should really think too hard about. Shouldn't have to think too hard about anyways. But yeah, we need peace. And, yeah, because I need to annex my vassals. So, yeah, no, we did not go over 100%, but I don't, well... No, I keep telling... no. Fan I helvetes drit. What I was going to say there was, I'll keep this province for myself, because, you know, just in case someone very invadable does end up showing up here, we can kill them. And then I was also going to keep the gold province, because, you know, gold. And then I gave it away, because I'm genuinely stupid. Fucking hell. Oh well, we can give some more land to these goobers. So we might as well. I did make sure at least to take all the land. Erotic. Yeah, well. Nah, fuck it. They can. Nah, fuck it. Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that strange sound. What actually matters more is Gobbet likes me. I did set I did set myself to be manually friendly to him, and it looks like that did the trick. Well, it's probably that I rivaled Frozenma at some point that really did the trick, so we'll take that alliance, but now we are really struggling on the diplomatic relations, so someone's gonna need to go. I very much doubt I'm gonna keep this Hammerholm alliance around for very long. And it very much has served its purpose, well, unless I want to also invade over here. Oh god, I'm getting greedy. Ah, fuck. Let's just at least start by annexing some vassals, eh? Now, what would be optimal would be to try to annex both at the same time, so that I can actually pull it off. Without being stopped by the annex vassal penalty you get. Then we can have some more crown land and then maybe even sell some to pay debts. But now we're actually pretty close to being able to pay it the normal way, so